All right, and now the joy of SadServers. Okay.
Yes. All right. All right, let's get going. Not very close to September. Yeah, so my name is Fernando Duran. I'm F2Ran everywhere, as in Twitter, LinkedIn, not email, but website. Everybody welcome to join, follow me, whatever. Today I'm going to talk about SadServers. So I started this 3 years ago, the summer of 3 years ago. How does this work? Like this? Oh, I have this stupid thing. Okay, let's go like this. And since about 4 months, I'm fully dedicated to this as in my full-time job. My background, software engineering, infrastructure, DevOps, SRE, cloud, whatever you want to call it. In startups, my last company was.
Fernando, can we interrupt you to clap for that? The fact that you turned a project into a job.
Well, no, don't clap so hard right now. I haven't said how much I'm making.
Oh.
I'm saying he's like I'm unemployed now, but yeah, he's making some money. By the way, I had a note somewhere, but oh yeah, having a slide. If you guys want an account, I'll hook you guys up. So interrupt me anytime. If I'm gonna talk about that later at the end, I can bash them, but if it makes sense. Also, the SadServer has I'm using like a lot of tooling. I'm using Hugo, for instance. Like, if one of the things that I'm mentioning is interesting to any of you, I can stop a bit more over there. So I'm gonna review very quickly with SadServers. I think most of the stuff that is like the base service I already presented like 2 years ago, so I'm gonna go to my new pet project, which is SadServers. I have other domain names. I picked everything Sad asterisk, Sad Kubernetes, Incident Commander. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick at the end. I'll show the API, so it's a bit high level. If there's anything more Linux-like or whatever, we can go into that. I'll do a couple of demos. And these things are like maybe more interesting to some people. I don't know, like how it is working mostly by myself, although now I have a developer as well, and some funny mistakes. So again, this is kind of like spaghetti to the wall. I don't like that. Move over, and I can talk about something else. So far so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 minutes. I'm gonna go really fast about this. I forgot about this one. The origin story. This is a slide for like Communitech. Right now in Tech Center as a startup. But basically, I like about like how we learn, and that is mostly established science. Interviewing people we do it terribly. I've been interviewing people, and I've interviewed as well myself many times, and it's horrible. Then I thought like 3 years ago to create a troubleshooting Linux servers SaaS, software as a service. So yeah, I posted it on Hacker News the day after I was laid off, and it was like top of the list, and I got like my servers got destroyed because a lot of people coming in, and then I had like a side project. And then last year I decided to charge people $5 a month, and now I'm fully dedicated to this, trying to make a living out of this. 23 years, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna go through it quickly. This is like basically we mostly know how best to learn, like doing versus like passively sitting there. Technical interviews are terrible. And there's like lead code, etc., for like practicing algorithm and data structure interviews, but there's not so much for practicing like Linux DevOps, etc. So that's another reason. Another slide about this. This is just an example that if you want somebody that is not like technical asking about this, it's like, okay, how do you learn how to do this with a car? I don't know if it's like the best example, but would you rather read a book or watch a video or just get a car and try to fix it? So yeah, that's kind of the same idea. Okay, no more slides about this. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. Oh, quick demo. Okay, so anybody's welcome to go to SadServers, pick a free scenario, and just see how it works. I'm gonna do it here for you. Change the screen, go to this one. Yes. So I have three types of scenarios. So they're like free for all. You just have to give me an email. It's just for rate limiting and stuff, and I can talk about that if you want. And also like paid accounts. This scenario I had running on the new project on Kubernetes, but today I moved one cluster to another one, so I'm in the middle of moving from one to the other, so this one is still running as a VM. So the way it works, I have an architecture slide after this, but this is basically Python, a Django application that is in a AWS library called Boto3, and it's like, give me a VM, and that's pretty much it. The other interesting part is I'm using Consul and Consul template to inject the routes. I'm generating a proxy. This is just filling time because it takes 10 to 50 seconds, which is very funny because some VMs, they're spawned from AMIs, like golden images, and some take 10 seconds and some take 50 seconds. They're like very bimodal. And I've asked people around and we don't know why. But basically, yeah, you go here, open the terminal, you read the problem. What's the problem here? Oh, I have a private account. I have a paid account, so I can use SSH directly. So there are like some advantages of having a public paid account. So this scenario is like whatever. There's something filling the logs.
Could you make the text a little bigger?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so this is the idea. You open in any terminal, you can destroy the server when you're done or when you find the solution. You have a description of the problem. I started, it's super small. So I started with the console inside the page, and then I put it away, which you have to like command tilde or something, which is a bit annoying. I may bring it back. But yeah, so basically you get a shell prom and then you, I don't know, you find, oh, this is the other one. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna have my clues. My clues is do this, this clue. Oh, you can use fusser or lsoff, whatever, to find something. I just wanted to give a scenario that was like for beginners, like to learn something new. Okay, so this is process 603 that I have to kill. Let me see, now I'm gonna check my solution. It's correct, you get the fireworks, a little bit of dopamine there, a little bit of morality here, but yeah, this is basically the SadServers classic. So it's problem in Linux, 1VM, you get a problem, most of them they have a check my solution, which is a bash script that you can see inside. When it's done, it kills the VM just to save money and stuff. You guys are more than welcome to try it. So just go nuts. You can run more scenarios. So
question.
yeah.
Comment. So basically, you add this feedback to check immediately, like whether my actions were correct.
Yes. That's by the way. That's I'm gonna link here. This is one of the key differentiators with like other learning platforms for training. I wanted this to be more like a train / like assessment, like a puzzle, like a break room. How do you call the room that you have to escape room? And that's what makes it a little more interesting, like doing a Sudoku or something. Like I didn't want to compete with like Udemy, Coursera, something like that. You just like sit watching videos and like copy paste commands. Some of them, they give you like an actual system, but basically it's like copy paste. So I wanted this to be like more having an objective solution. And actually that's one of my biggest challenges is to have like a check bash script that doesn't have all false positives and false negatives, because sometimes people find a solution and I think my script thinks it's bad, and the other way around. I try to tend towards like if they have the solution, be more generous in that way. I don't know if I'm answering your question. But yeah, how are some, this is self-explanatory, hopefully. Some tags to group them. They're like easy, medium, and hard. They're pretty much, that is pretty much backed by data. It's like, I say in database like everything, like how long people tend to solve a scenario and how many people solved it, this ranking and whatnot. The design, I don't know anything about design, only if I don't try and make things complicated, and it's kind of like Craigslist design. But yeah, this is the classic base use case for SadServers, and then for the pro description, there's a couple of more things, like you can get a history of your command. Whatever you do in the command history is saved, and you can review it. Because this somehow is small. So in your dashboard, in your dashboard, you can put your public key so that you can access directly. So for instance, there's an organization in Berkeley, California. They do AI evaluations using SadServers, so they automatically send the AI agent to try and solve my problems. This is what they use with the API. And you can see here like which ones I solved, how long they took me, and I haven't seen this in a while. I don't know if it's gonna work. So this is the one that we just did. Oh yeah, this is the command history. So this is like another advantage of the pro account. But yeah, let's try to make only so much promotion. And the other thing is the achievements. You can have like a public URL, but you have a little certificate, things like that. Again, if somebody, you want to get an account, actually I have a slide about that. Let's go back to slideshow. We are at
You have lots of time.
12 minutes. Okay, so we did the demo. You want a pro account, you can either ask me, especially if you're like important Twitter stuff. If you're in like in a company like I was before, like they have like professional budget, there's a link that you can go to like gift, and they just pay for like to give you like 3 months or 6 months or whatever. Okay, so that so far is like the SadServers quick. Okay, this word. Okay, I have to go to. Yeah, so this is what I said like verbally before. So it's a Django application using this library, it's a VM, because it takes a bit of time to spin up the VM. It's like a background job. So I'm using Celery, which is a Django library, and Private Queue, which is kind of like a queue system. We get at some point to WebSockets for more like two-way communication to know when the scenario is ready. Right now, it's like a stupid polling every 2 seconds. Like, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? And the one interesting thing is that I'm using console and console template to inject in a proxy server, like, oh, this proxy that you saw in the URL of the terminal goes to like a private IP. So that's, I have, I'm gonna make this bigger. So all this is in the SadServers. You go to SadServers.com. At the bottom, there's the GitHub public repository that explains like the architecture and some of the stuff. Somehow it got like over 2,000 favorites, so that's cool. But the only thing I think, or one of the things that are most interesting technically, I think, is how to solve the issue of you have a web server and you want to inject dynamically without restarting the whole server, like this path goes to this IP address. So you can do it with traffic. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can also do it with console and console template. That's that's what I do. I can show you a sneak peek of how it looks. Console is a key value server, and that's all you need to know. Let me bring this guy back. Maybe I should do here instead of this. Any questions about like the basic architecture of how this works? But yeah, there's an agent in the VM that basically when you do check my solution, calls the agent, and the agent calls the check script, which is public that you can see.
And you said the check scripts are just bash.
Yeah, yes, Bash.
Nice.
Correct. Yeah, you can go to any scenario and you see an agent check SH. The instructions tells you where it is, because I encourage people to see how I'm trying to check the solution so they can give me feedback. All right. Yeah, I forgot about this. Other two interesting things is the replay system. Replay system, actually, yeah, the replay system is that some scenarios, not all, because it's kind of like finicky, because it's like a shell inside a shell that calls ASCII cinema or ASCII enema. And basically, yeah, you can go and you record some, I mean, that's super small there, but you get the idea. Oh, the other way.
Not gonna work.
Oh, it didn't work because
That's being very clever, so.
I did it the other way that I thought, but yeah, you can go to replay those SadServers, and you can see like how people solve like some problems. I thought this was gonna be like super popular, but it wasn't. Like nobody asked for this or anything. I thought it was cool.
So these are recordings that other people made of their solutions? Or
Yeah.
you can only see yours?
You see everybody's solution, but there's no way to link you to. Yeah, it's everybody's solutions for some scenarios that have this code embedded there. But there's no way to link like a user to whether I know to the particular VM or the particular recording. And the other semi-interesting stuff is the command history login. So I'm using what am I using for that? I'm using Loki. So yeah, I mean you saw in the when I solved that scenario that I had a couple of lines. And yeah, I'm using Loki. I mean, so this is not a presentation of Loki, but it's another tool in case you guys want to ask me later about this or challenges or something. Okay, so far this is kind of like a review of the SadServers Classic.